All right, we are on hole number 9. Had a little snafu on hole number 8 and kind of lost connection and had such bad lag that I couldn't do anything and ended up timing out. So we're off to hole number 9. Let's take a look at hole number 9. Got to remember here, we're trying to get up in here. If you get too far out here, these trees are now in play. This row of trees are now in play, but normally when you shoot this shot, it lends itself to curl because your landing zone's going to be up in this area right here. And so if you're playing in the deal is it doesn't really matter what tour you're playing in. When you're up in this area, your second shot's about the same distance. So you're still going to end up somewhere out in here for your second shot. So let's see, I play this hole a lot with my Guardian. I'm real comfortable with this hole with my Guardian. You don't get quite as good of ball guide, but I'm comfortable with how much I have to put on it. I'm going to go ahead and use my Guardian. I'm going to take an extra mile, and I'm going to take a 3 power ball, more for the second shot, just to make sure I get up there. A katana is more than good enough for it. Let's just take a 2 power ball. And we're going to take the katana because it's got a little more curl, just in case we need it. If we do hit it a little too far on the drive, and we got to get past those trees. So let's make sure. Should only need an extra mile and a Guardian. We got our katana. We're off to the last hole. So hole 9, Voyager tournament. Off we go. See what kind of wind we get out here. And we got 4.4. Take a little bit of that off. We don't want to put too much curl on this because we don't want to end up clipping this rough out here. So we're going to put some curl on it, but we don't want to put too much. Went great to the right, so that's going to take off some of that curl we put on. Just toss it out there in the middle. Nice, clean, open area to the left. You know, those trees, I've watched other players play, and those trees tend to cause them problems, but if you start off your second shot to the left and you curl it to the right, those trees are not any inconvenience whatsoever. Wow, he hit his way to the right. It's going to be a tough shot unless he brought a big dog. What do we got? 3.6. I would rather take the power out. That's 5. That's 3.4. A little over 2 rings. I would rather add a little bit of power to it. Not a whole lot. Getting some lag. Hit it great to the left that time, but we left ourselves plenty of room out there, and we went way past it. But it's a nice, easy eagle hole. This hole doesn't, even though you have an albatross shot here, it doesn't necessarily lend itself to getting an albatross on this hole. But you absolutely, positively have to get an eagle on this hole. So I don't normally like to line up where I'm at the trees like that. The hole, even though it doesn't look like it from here, it does slope. Everything wants to move to the right. So if you started off a little further to the left and do that curl, and what you don't want to do on this is end up just barely on the green. You won't be able to make it. So it's better to be, where he's at, or on the fringe where you can chip it in. But you definitely do not want to hit this hole short on the green. Now this is one of those, he's got a short iron out. I would be using my wedge and try and get maximum topspin, pull it back as far as you can and ride that line. The problem with a level, and if he moves that back just a little bit more, he actually might get more ball guide out of it. Because if he gets up towards the hill, it's going to flatten it out. I would pull that thing all the way back and see if you could pick up a little more of the... Usually once you get one of your wedges past where it's 3.2 or anything past 3 where you can start to get on the next bounce, if you pull it back far enough towards you, it will flatten out and you'll get that line like you see a lot of people do with the rapiers. Alright, that was hole number 9 of the Voyager tournament. Not happy that I lagged out on hole number 8. Kind of dropped me a stroke there, but -12 for an opener, or for the qualifying round, will just have to be good enough. Thanks for watching.